float your hands slowly down toward your partner's shoulders. You're really aware of the energy in your hand. Those of you receiving have nothing to do with receiving. If we can breathe deeply and make sounds, whether you're receiving or giving. And those of you in back, you're doing the touching. If you breathe with your partner audibly, your partner will know you're breathing with them. Nice. And somewhat like we did when we were in the circle, showing some touch, just let your hands intuitively do some caressing of their shoulders and neck and moving back of their ears, like as you might intuitively pet a favorite cat or dog. Maybe even more gently, depending on. Just really comforting them with some very intuitive, simple touch. Receiving, just notice how it feels, and consider letting your exhalations somehow communicate what you're feeling. And then those of you in the touching position and back, just letting your hands come to stillness again and just being quiet with your hands lightly on their shoulders. Letting go of the doing and just being with them, and see what it feels like to really just simply drop into being yourself. Not giving, you're just being present. And that's what that's like for each of you. And then so slowly that they can't really tell that you're lifting away, let your hands begin to lift away. It feels like your hands are far enough away from your body that you're no longer sensing that you're touching their energy, then just step back. Notice that they're in their own space. Just relax your hand. Letting them be with themselves. And those of you in the front who've been receiving, when you feel ready to, simply turn around and again make eye contact and join hands with your partner. Let your eyes communicate how you're feeling. A deep breath in any sound that expresses how you're doing right now. And then giving each other's hands a squeeze, and the people who are facing the other way, facing the fireplace, maybe reversing roles here, so just turn around. Those of you who are on my side of the room, we're doing the same thing we just did, so just if you want to rub your hands together, maybe just to generate a little energy. You really watch their breathing, breathe with them, so that there's a possibility that they feel the energy from your hands, but not your physical hands yet. And just watching their breathing and breathing with them. And what I notice is that creates an energetic resonance before there's any physical contact. And then as you sense that resonance with them, let your hands move into contact without actually doing anything, just being present with them. And those of you on on the receiving side, just notice how it is for you to have this person's hands just there, not doing anything. Presence meeting presence. And perhaps I'll take a deep breath and let out any sound that feels right for you. And then in that same intuitive way, allow your hands to begin to gently caress the neck and shoulders and maybe the back of the ears of this lovely person that you have the honor of be touching. So your intention is to help them feel cared for and loved. Maybe this is somebody you've known for a while before, maybe it's somebody you're just meeting for the first time. As we spoke about earlier, it's that universal human to human and divine to divine contact over there. When you're receiving, just let yourself take it in and breathe and let sounds express what you're feeling. Continue to breathe with the person you're touching. If you're at any moment like you're not as much in contact as you'd like, just stop and just breathe with them. And now letting your hands come to stillness somewhere on their shoulders. Feels right, very lightly, being present with them, letting go of doing and dropping into being. And then even more slowly than you arrived, allow your hands to begin to float away so slowly that they can't quite tell you're leaving. And when it feels to you like your hands have moved outside their energy field, then at that point you can step back and feel yourself and keep in your own space, just be with themselves. Those of you in front of you who are receiving, continue to notice your experience. Now that you're in the after effects of the test that you just received. When you feel ready, those of you on the front, just gently turning around and again making eye contact and joining hands with your partner. Letting your eyes and face express what you've been feeling, what you are feeling. Taking one more deep breath together. Use your hands to squeeze and make sure at the bottom, and then letting your hands float away. Imagine a skylight over my head. Or a skylight in my head, I should say, that's open to sky energy. I just try to breathe both of those into me. It's just a very simple thing that I do to help me not feel like I'm using my energy. But take a moment to just feel your feet on the earth. Maybe a couple of deep breaths. Imagine that skylight opening to the vast universe. And then very slowly, actually I should have said rub your hands together first. Just bring in, to concentrate that energy in your hands from earth and sky, and then begin to float it down towards your partner's shoulders. Hovering just above their shoulders for a little while, long enough that you can watch their breathing and
breathe with them. So not quite touching them yet, letting them feel the energy first. At this point, it might help to be watching their breathing, but once you've actually made contact, then they'll be able to close their eyes. So after a few breaths, you may feel like your energies have harmonized with the person in the chair, and at that point, let your hands just float right on down and be present without any doing. And those of you seated, notice what it's like to have this person present with you. And since there's no doing happening, notice that there's really just simply a connection. Whether you're standing or seated, there's just two people in contact here. So the person standing can be receiving as much as they are giving. Two microcosms in contact. And then very slowly beginning to allow your hands to explore their shoulders and back of their neck. Get to know the territory. With no other intention than to get acquainted with this part of their body. To get to know the shapes and contours. For those of you seated, notice what it's like to have this person exploring your upper body. And again, it's great to breathe deeply, to let sounds express what you feel. One of the things that you could pay attention to in your exploration is where is the soft tissue and where are the bones in the shoulder? Because in a little while I'm going to be inviting you to do some massage around the shoulder blades. So take a moment to just explore where the shoulder blade edges are. There's an edge along the top, the back edge of the shoulder has a bony ridge, and then the inner edge of the shoulder blade is parallel to the spine, a couple of inches out. So find where that bony ridge is. Those two ridges are where the muscles attach, so those are the most effective places to massage, or just inside that ridge of bone along the parallel to the spine, and just along the top edge. But before you begin massaging, just now that you've found where those ridges are, just add the element of caring. Allow your touch to move into intending to communicate caring to this person. And we all know how to do that. So just follow your own intuition. And people receiving, you can let your partner know that you're receiving this by making the sounds, by breathing, taking it in, expressing what sound, what it's like for you to have this kind of touch right now. Perhaps another way to say it is, let your intention be to give this person pleasure through your hands. Pleasure is a good thing. Tactile pleasure is. There's a reason it feels good. It's good for us. So giving him a sense of pleasure. And then for about a minute, begin to actually massage your shoulders. The area just inside the shoulder blades, just above the shoulder blades. Gently squeezing and releasing. Slower is usually better. There's no rush. Letting your thumbs sink in, make little circles, and move up or down to a different spot, and sink your thumbs in and make little circles. It's a very effective way to do it. And again, people receiving, letting sounds express how this is for you. And if there's something you'd like different, you have another half minute or so to receive what you want, so let your partner know what would feel better. And then letting go of the massage component and just coming back to just pleasuring your partner with some TLC for another half minute or so. How can you give them even more delight in your touch? The back of their neck, the back of their ears perhaps is a lovely spot. Slowing your touch down even more until you come to a place of being totally still once again with your hands just lightly on their shoulders. So letting go of the doing component and just being, feeling their breath, feeling your own breath. one being with another being. The giver and the receiver, and the energy is flowing both ways. And then gently stepping up against the chair so that you can reach your right hand down to the center of your partner's chest. And then with great sensitivity, bringing your left hand up on their forehead, just above their eyebrows. In that position, guiding their head back against your torso for a few moments, so you can totally surrender into your caring embrace. And those of you sitting, this is the time to do that, to just surrender into being supported, completely and utterly. Nothing you need to do. And again, letting the energy flow both ways. If you're sitting, feeling the back of your head, that reassuring heartbeat and breath. You may be able to feel your partner's heart as you hold their chest. You certainly feel their breathing. Life meeting life. Spirit meeting spirit. And gently bringing your hands around to the back of their head, just enough to lift it off your torso, giving them a signal that they need to support their own hands again. And then you can finish by just lightly brushing down, with your fingers being angel wings, feather-like touch down over their head and ears and neck and shoulders. Brush it, it's as though you're brushing off any tension and stress. 2 or 3 or maybe 4 brushes, each one a little slower and a little lighter. Soothing his energy field and smoothing out his aura. The last one is so subtle you don't actually touch their physical body, just outlining it. Stepping back and just being with yourself and letting your partner be with themselves. Again, in either role, you may be feeling something as a result of that contact, so just take a moment to notice what you're feeling. And if you can come up with one word that describes what you're feeling, please speak it loud enough that we can all hear.
Aware.
Grounded.
Warm. Integrated.
Honored.
Tingling.
Nourished.
So those of you who are seated, when you feel ready, come to standing and find your partner and find an authentic way to thank him. For some of you that might be hugs, for some it might not be hugs, but whatever feels authentic for both of you. Thank each other for this time together.